And the offense gets set here for a third down play. Third and long. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
They accepted the risk, and it was rewarded. What a catch on fourth down to create a first down situation. But one more time, what a catch.
And what a catch. It was close, perilously close to a turnover on downs, but picked up the first.
How about getting his feet down, though? That's footwork.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ricky Williams, 76 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He's also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings.
From 5 for 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Out of the gun, Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Now Wilson on first down. Harris has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ricky Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, to create some space.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now it's Crowder. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and down the field.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, 74 yards. And the Redskins are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams. Because right now, everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 34 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want.
The kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. That'll bring up second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Smith on second down. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Lawrence Taylor in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So right now, what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
They go play action here on first down. 26 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific after.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Franco Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
I like a fancy playbook as much as anyone, but sometimes, certain situations, they just call for doing the basics.
That's what they did. Gave it to the big boy, and he got in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. Now it's Crowder. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Alex Smith and the offense heading out for their next possession. He has been on his A game. We're in the third quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. Now Thompson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what?
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Smith on first down. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A Huge play there for Washington. 56 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you want to be known as dependable to your quarterback, that's what you have to do. Go into the middle of the field, know the hit is coming, and catch the football. And that's exactly what he just got done.
And defensively, a little deflating to be able to lay that hit and not have the ball pop free, right?
No doubt about it, because your goal defensively, knock it free so that they say, okay, guess what? We're not going to throw it in there anymore. Now, they'll still continue to be aggressive.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Out to the left, it's complete to Doxson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, it's Thompson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. What makes a draw play like
that? Making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Chris Thompson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, and now the kick is blocked. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up. No crazy plays. And they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? leverage, athleticism.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now it's Crowder. So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were hoping to break free.